How's it going? Welcome back to another show. This is You Made Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today we're going to be taking a look at this is a comedy bit from the Richard Pryor Show. I totally forget that he had a show. Of course, I was alive during this time, but I was like, what? I have to be like 3 years old when this is going on. So, you know, this is really, even though I've heard, since then that this show existed, I never got to watch this show for real, say for like little tiny bits, in the here and now since we have the internet. But this will be my first time like seeing this whole thing, in full. So we'll be checking this out. This is a skit called "The First Black President." Um, by Richard Pryor, of course. So we'll be checking this out. But before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure that you go over and hit the sub button and the notification bell for Richard Pryor if he has a page for this show still. I'm not sure if he does, but we still want to support the artist. So if that's a thing, please still support him, even though he's not here anymore. Somebody is holding the estate down. Um, so yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. I'm anxious to see what this is about, so let's go ahead and do this.
May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the 40th President of the United States.
Mr. President, Tom Matthews, UPI. Mr. President, earlier this year you said that you would travel anywhere in the world to further the cause of peace. Considering the worsening situation in the Mideast, are you planning a trip there in the near future?
We have no definite plans as of yet to go to the Mideast, but we do plan maybe perhaps in a couple of years if the settlement and the agreements have not been reached by that time.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stop this for a second. I just happened to see in the background back there. I saw Robin Williams back there. A very young Robin Williams. So didn't realize he was a part of this show. But that's pretty dope. You get to see all kind of faces. But let's keep this going.
Paul Onaki from Honolulu News. Mr. President, the Senate has voted to proceed with development of the neutron bomb. Don't you feel this will impede further progress in the SALT talks with the Russians?
Quite contrary to that fact, the matter of nuclear existence deals with atoms and atomic weapons, not with neutron weapons. The neutron bomb is a hold-cost weapon. It is not in the cellular realm of reality. We're trying to hold it in place, and it's a neo-pacifist weapon.
Ernest Richards, AP.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to ask you a question which I'm sure the American people would like to know. Do you feel that within the fiscal year, the unemployment rate will drop below the 5% level?
Well, as you know, the 5% level pertains mostly to, if I may say, white America. In the black America, the minority situations is up to as high as 45%. And we plan to, with all our efforts, try to lower that rate to about 20% in the black areas, and of course it will be lower in the white areas, of course. We're trying to do this and merge a United States.
It's funny how comedy and reality blend, how they mesh, because they'll come up with these crazy stats for the unemployment rates and all, and the unemployment numbers rather, and for a lot of and that doesn't just constitute for black people, but I know that I can only speak for us because I know and I live around us, but Yeah, no, they talk about these crazy numbers, and it always seems like it's higher than that where we're at. It's like, nah, that number seems crazy. 5%. Like everybody around here is poor, so that number should be higher, but of course that we're not thinking about the other races of people who happen to be poor too, but still, even given that, the number should be higher. But I just thought that was funny. He's like, oh, it's 5% for some people. It's 40 up to 40 for for others, But let's keep it going.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Arthur Williams, Chicago Sun-Herald. You've just okayed a $250 million increase in our space program. What I'd like to know is the main reason you did this so we can finally recruit black people for the space program?
I feel it's time.
I'm gonna stop this. I'll push it back just a little bit, but John Witherspoon, okay, rest in peace to that brother. But they've had some classic people on this show. Wow, that's what's up. Already, Robin Williams sighting, and then John Witherspoon. I don't know how many people outside of the black community know about John Witherspoon, but he's definitely a legend within the community. So let's keep it going.
Chicago Sun-Herald. You've just okayed a $250 million increase in our space program. What I'd like to know is the main reason you did this so we can finally recruit black people for the space program?
I feel it's time that black people went to space. White people have been going to space for years and spacing out on us, as you might say. And I feel with the projects that we have in mind, we're going to send explorer ships through other galaxies, and no longer will they have the same type of music, Beethoven, Brahms, and Tchaikovsky. From now on, we have little Miles Davis and Charlie Parker. We're going to have some different kind of things in there. That's right. Yeah.
That is hilarious. It's funny when I think about the fact that what's her name? Michelle Nichols, was that her name? Who played on Star Trek? The black lady that played Uhuru, but she actually inspired a lot of black people to get involved with the space program and all that. And there was a few black people who actually, I think some have been able to go to space, because I know that in a couple of occasions, like we've been a part of the crew, but I'm not sure if the rocket actually reached out to space, because I know that there was at least one where a black or some blacks have been a part of this, and the spaceship kind of blew up or whatever. And rest in peace to those. That's kind of a serious moment within all this. But taking it back to the lighter stuff, let's keep this going. I like what he brought up, the change in the music. Like we've been listening to all this classic music. We're gonna introduce some real music. We're gonna introduce some black music in there,
Yes, ma'am.
Roberta Davies, Jet Magazine.
Wow. I don't know. I forget her name. Well, I didn't know her name. But I know that she's famous for being on like what was that, Night Court, from like the early mid 80s TV show. But she's hilarious. But let's keep this going.
Mr. President, on your list of candidates for director of the FBI, are you including the name of Huey Newton?
Yes, I figured that Huey Newton is best qualified. He knows the ins and outs of the FBI, if anybody knows the ins and outs. And he would be an excellent director.
Yo, blood.
Oh my God. Say, why not Huey Newton? Like as much as he's got harassed by the FBI, he should know all the ins and outs. That is funny.
Yeah, Brother Bell from Ebony Magazine.
Oh Oh, wait a minute. Oh, another class. They got a lot of classic faces in here. I forget his name. I feel like it's Tim something, but yeah, no, he's been on a lot of classic shows. I know he was on what was that one radio show, WKRP in Cincinnati? Was he on that? And he's I'm not sure if he's still the husband of what's her face that played as I forget these names, of these people, but I remember, that he was or is the husband of the lady that played the second Aunt Viv on the Fresh Prince. So let me push this back just a tiny bit, and then we'll keep this going.
And he would be an excellent director.
Yo, Blood. Yeah, Brother Bell from Ebony Magazine. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Select a line.
All right. What you looking at, Snow White? Brother, about blacks in the labor force. I want to know what you're going to do about having more black brothers as quarterbacks in the National Football Hunter League. Okay. Right on.
I plan not only to have lots of black quarterbacks, but we're going to have black coaches and black owners of teams. As long as it's going to be football, going to be some black in it somewhere.
Right on.
Doing something big.
All right.
Because I'm tired of this mess that's been going on.
He said he's tired of this mess. Oh my God, we know that's something that, and for all this progress that that they're alluded to, even with this, they came up with this skit, the first black president. I'm pretty sure, like, there's a lot of black people like during this time that never thought that would be a possibility. I know I just know, but we never thought that we'd get one, and we got one, and whether people agree or disagree with his politics, I'm not here for that, because people like to bring up that stuff just to create a divide, for whatever reason, and I'm not here for that. But yeah, no, we did get to see one, so that was that. But talking about that NFL stuff, that was another crazy topic too, because this would have had to been around that time where the talk was prevalent about black people not being, or black men not being suited to be quarterbacks in football, and we look at the here and now, and there's been like a lot of them since, with varying amounts of success, but there's been a lot of them since then. So, and we have like quite a few up to at this point in time right now. So it's just funny how times have evolved a little bit. But I'm gonna push this back, and we can keep this going.
And not only to have lots of black quarterbacks, but we're going to have black coaches and black owners of teams. As long as it's going to be football, going to be some black in it somewhere.
Right on.
Doing something big.
All right.
Because I'm tired of this mess that's been going down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ever since the Rams got rid of James Harris, that was my job in up top. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to get down on the case now.
Right on.
Yes. What is it?
Mr. President.
Yeah, what?
Mr. Bigby, Mississippi Herald.
Sit down. Yeah, what is it?
Mrs. Fenton Carlton Macker, Christian Women's News. Mr. President, since you've become president, you've been seen and photographed on the arms of white women. Quite frankly, sir, you've been courting an awful lot of white women. Will this continue?
As long as I can keep it up.
You go, black president, you go.
I mean, why do you think they call it the White House?
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Now, your predecessor, you know, President Carter, now his mother was a nurse before
What is your question about, sir?
My question, I'm leading up to my question. The question is about your mother, if you want to be...
Watching back in them days, man. Your mama was a sensitive thing to black folks. It still is, you know, but you gotta watch it with the your mama stuff.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Please, let's take it easy. The man has a right to ask the question. Please. Please. Let's have some decorum here. Now, what is the question about my dear mother? Okay.
Now, your mother was a maid in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, after your tenure, if your mother goes back to being a maid, right? Will your mama do my house?
Oh, that was funny. Will your mama do my house? Oh my goodness. That was the clip from the Richard Pryor Show, the first black president. Oh my goodness, this is funny. This was funny. But yeah, no, great stuff. A lot of blasts from the past faces in that crowd. You know, even a couple. That one lady, the one white lady who got to stand up. Her face looks familiar for whatever reason. You know, but I'm not sure who that is. But I do know that there was the one that my man was calling Snowflake or Snow White or whatever her name is. She's a comedian too. Like I remember, I forget her name, but I know that she's somebody who I've seen do stand up, and I used to know her name. I don't know why I don't remember it now. You know, I know she's been on like the Roseanne Barr show and stuff like that, but yeah, she was like a real raunchy comedian, you know. But like I said, a lot of great throw nostalgic moments, if you will, you know, from seeing all these faces, and that was some very good comedy mixed up in there. So I'm gonna get going. Before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll pick the one named Comedy Reactions. I do have a playlist where it features a lot of stand-up comedy and then some other things that are comedy related like this. So whenever you get a chance, check out that playlist. I do have playlists for other things. You know, a lot of that stuff is going to be music based, but as you can see, we're doing some things that are more than just music. So whenever you get a chance to check out those playlists, please do that. Cash App, $ You Made Roscoe, PayPal at You Made Roscoe. That's for those who like to show their support or appreciation for the work being done. Any donations, you'll do it at one of those two spots at the bottom of the screen. And something just weird just happened with my ears. It's like, I don't know, like there must be a sonic boom happening somewhere. It's like something started messing with my ears all of a sudden. But yeah, no. Check out all that stuff and the Cash App and the PayPal and all that for those who want to support. I've said all that. So we can leave. We can go. That's it. I will see you guys again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.